trying to position the phone. Sorry, guys, as I play with this. Mm. Welcome in. This is the Scooter Tried to Kill Me stream. Like and subscribe to Batman. Welcome in. Mathanon. Did I butcher that or did I get it right? Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Hopefully, definitely better than my Wednesday. Thank you for hopping in, chat. Where are you watching from, if you don't mind me asking? I'm here in the sweet home Chicago. Yeah, right, Nancy McMahon. The irony is not lost that I was leaving immediate care to take care of the cold that I had last week. I was legitimately like maybe a block away from the immediate care when I can't even, I don't know if I should call it an accident, a crash, whatever. Stupid scooter just went right from under me and I slid about 2 feet. I ruined the pants I was wearing a little bit. Put a hole in a brand new pair of pants from the slide. Not to mention the road rash and blood that's on them. But it could have been worse, Nancy. I could have hit my head and had a head injury. I did not. So now to find out my fate with the ortho surgeon. It's a hazard I took, you know, when I got this. A couple of people told me, well, like 3 people told me be careful. When I was living back up north, I had a conversation with a lady who crashed, but she was riding hers during winter because she said she hit a patch of ice and fucked up her shoulder. And then a friend of mine told me, you know, when they fell that it was pretty bad and to be careful. And Howard County also gave me a warning because he has an e-bike. Right? I mean, I could have knocked out a couple of teeth. I could have given myself a concussion. I mean, I'm not happy about the broken leg, but No, ma'am. Come on. So, yeah, I could have had dental issues. I could have had vertigo or a concussion, and none of those are fun. It was kind of cool, though, when I was, here, let me turn this down a little so I don't feel like I'm shouting at you guys. I was quite impressed. One of the ambulance guys knew what my tattoo was of. So we know our own people out in the wild by the fact that he looked at one of my tattoos and said, "Oh, you're a Tool fan." Why, yes, I am. Welcome in, Kat. Maybe we'll get an answer from Yeti tonight. I don't know. Sometimes my lives lure him out. He did comment on mine and Lynn thing because I don't know if you went to my community post, Cat, but remember you said somebody put him on a milk carton? I totally put him on a milk carton. But we have proof of life and he's okay. And he enjoyed the milk carton and the fact that I gave him a laugh for the day. So how are you guys doing tonight? How are you, Miss Nancy McMonarch? It was kind of funny because the scooter's insured and the scooter's not working currently now. I don't know what I did to it. It'll turn on, but it won't go. And when I do it manually, it feels like something's like stuck. So I called Amazon yesterday because it's insured and I don't know what the process is to go through this. So they reached out to the person who sold it to me and they reached out to me today. So I sent them a message. They asked me to send some pictures. I took a bunch, but it would only let me send 4. So I explained in my message that it would only let me send 4. Ooh, what music festival did you go to, Nancy? You know I love music. Yeah, it's probably, I think it's the second one down now because I made an Ozzy Day post because today is the year anniversary of his passing. And his great son Jack has a channel on here. And he asked us fans to post something pertaining to his dad because he said that his dad would not want us crying on this day and missing him, that to post it if we had chance encounters with him, what brought us to listen to him. Ooh, Pavement. I get to see Iggy Pop this September. I'm so excited, Nancy. How was it? I think he is on Saturday here too. It's either Friday or Saturday. The great Iggy Pop. I really love this band called Queens of the Stone Age. And quite a few years back, his son wished Uncle Iggy a happy birthday. Could you imagine calling that man Uncle? That's got to be the coolest. I had a great conversation with Miss Rosie Things. I don't know where she's at. Chris, if you're listening, call her and tell her I'm live. I texted her like she told me. I gave her a 15-minute warning and actually took 20 minutes. Chris is her husband, for those of you who don't know, and he's a wonderful person. When my notifications go out, if he's watching something on YouTube and sees it, he tells his wife, "Hey, Batman's live." So she reached out to me today to make sure I was okay. Right? See what ideas you gave me yesterday? I told you, don't give me ideas, I'll do it. Was he not the headliner? Because sometimes if you're not the headliner, you only have a certain time allotment to be up on stage. Like sometimes when certain bands come to Riot Fest, Weezer's been known to do the Blue album. The Offspring did an album recently. I can't remember. It's the one where the kids aren't all right. My mind is drawing a blank at the moment. But sometimes bands come and just play like a whole album instead of doing like a set with different variations of music. Yeah, but you know what? I hear you, but think of it this way, Nancy. A whole new generation is going to keep Iggy Pop alive because their parents were cool enough to introduce him. What bothers me, Nancy, now that I'm home, I go and hang out at my favorite hangout, right? And this kid I've seen a couple of Saturdays, like maybe 3 now, is always wearing the same Iron Maiden shirt. I so want to go up to that kid and say, "Do you name 3 songs?" That annoys me more. At least the kids knew the song. This is true. This is true. It did not say if he went home alone or if Christina not only hijacked his live, she hijacked him. Mannequin Pussy. You know what? That's what I love about Riot Fest. Sometimes I don't know the bands, and depending on where I'm having to stand and who I'm trying to see, sometimes I've gotten to hear some great bands like Viagra Boys. Oh my God, are Viagra Boys just an amazing fucking show. And then Peaches, she puts on a great show. I always love trying to discover something new. Right? Nancy, if I did the splits, even without my current situation, if I got down, I probably couldn't get back up, and Iggy's still fucking doing it. Well, I'm glad you got to go out and enjoy yourself and listen to good music. I love doing that myself, you know. I live for Riot Fest. I love being around my people. Last year was a little different, but there was some stuff going on here in Chicago with ICE, and just the crowd was kind of weird. There was a lot of Karens. Like, for instance, Jack White was playing. I really wanted to be front row to that, so in order to be front row, I'm going to have to stand in my same position for hours on end to secure that spot. Because that's how festivals go. There is no assigned seating. So, the right protocol to do when you go to get drinks, if you're leaving your spot, is to leave somebody in that spot, and hopefully when you come back, your spot's still there. That's a smart way to do it. Well, these three people decided they were going to go and get alcohol. I can't remember who was about to go and play. It wasn't Jack White yet. And so when they left, I didn't know what they were doing. So I moved up. I was like, woohoo, front row to Jack White. I've got it. I'm not moving. Then I turn around and I see this young girl behind me who had to be like 4'7". I am not a tall person by any means necessary, but I was taller than her. And I knew that if she was trying to even see the band that was about to come up on stage, she wasn't going to see anything past me once the crowd started pushing. So I turned around and I gave up my spot and told her to stand in front of me so that way when the push from the crowd in the back came, I would protect her. And that's where she stood. So these people come back and they're all pissed off because their spot wasn't still open and waiting for them. They started bitching to anybody who was along the rail about how me and this girl stole her spot. And I turned around and I looked at her and I'm like, ma'am, what makes you think we stole your spot? She goes, well, we went to go and get alcohol. And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of a stake your claim type of deal. You move, you better leave people here. Well, I didn't know that. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, you left? So I stood in the spot, but as you can see, there's a girl in front of me. I'm like, you're going to deny her to be able to see something that she wouldn't be able to see behind us? So I stood up for her and I stood my ground. The lady was pissed, but I didn't care. She may not have had front row, but she was close enough to front row. And it was funny because when I asked my friend if he was going last year, and he's like, no, it's not our people. And he was right. Had to watch him over the mosh pit. That's why I try and get up in front, Nancy. Because, yeah, when you got mosh pits going on, especially to stuff like that, they must have been the closer then, is my guess. Where they ended the night, Nancy? Because usually the closer has the luxury of staying on the longest. It always amazes me how quickly, when you got music festivals like that, how quickly a band can set up and take down. That's why at Riot Fest, they have so many different stages. The main stages are the Roots and the Riot stage. So when the person's done on the Riot stage, that's when the Roots stage goes. And it depends at the end of the night who the closer is going to be on what stage. Wow, and they only let Iggy play for an hour? Well, maybe that's what he wanted to do then. Because, yeah, usually... Okay, Kat, we'll see you when you get back. Because, yeah, usually the closer has the luxury of the longest on stage. Nancy, have you ever heard of a band called Jawbreaker? Since you seem to be very into punk. And people in the chat, if you want, hop on in, tell us the music you listen to. Yeah, usually they kind of hide them, especially in festivals. Well, there's also a movie called Jawbreaker, and there's candy called Jawbreaker. But when they did their reunion, I was side stage. So I was up on stage with them. It was kind of crazy being up on stage and looking at the sea of people that were out there. Yeah, the days of looking for bands and their tour buses is very almost next to nil unless they're playing at an actual venue. Usually music fests, you're not going to see their tour buses. Well, next time you get a chance, Nancy, check them out. They're really good. Bikini Kill and the Dead Milkman. Oh my God, I would so be at both of those. I love the Dead Milkman. I like Add One Up. Is that the Dead Milkman? No, that might be Violent Femmes. Milkman Stomp, Punk Rock Girl, of course. My Sunday is ending with Alanis Morissette and I think Pierce the Veil. I hear you. When you're doing 3 days, it's not easy. And depending on how early you go, I know this year, Friday, I'm going to be there at opening only because I want to get to the merch booth and try and see if Tool is going to have a special Tool shirt for Riot Fest. Because that stuff disappears quick depending on the band. I have to say, of all the years that I've been going, the biggest turnout of fans I've ever seen for a band was for My Chemical Romance. That was insane how many people were there to see. I mean, they're a great band. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking them at all. But I just couldn't believe the fan following. They were either dressed in a My Chemical Romance t-shirt from concerts or just in general, or they were dressed up like they dress up in the video of the Black Parade. It was amazing. John Waters. Oh my God, that guy is so awesome. He's got to be like 100 years old. The distinguished gentleman, John Waters. We're about to, I think it's next weekend, Lollapalooza happens here. There's only one band I wanted to see, and through that sea of people, even though I like going to Riot Fest, Lollapalooza is a little bit different. I don't think I could stand through all those people just for one band. This year, are you ready for this, Nancy McMarnark? We are going to have William Shatner doing a metal band. William Shatner, a guy from Star Trek. Last year we had John Stamos. After many, many, many years of stalking that man, begging him to come to Riot Fest, he finally came. Of the music that you just saw, or what I'm about to go and see, because I've got a lot of bands I want to see. It just all depends on what I know who's playing what day, but the schedule won't be released until closer to the show in September. So that's when I realize if I'm screwed or not, because some bands are playing at the same time I want to see another band. But I definitely want to see Tool. I have to see my hometown boys, Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio and Rise Against. Afro Man, Iggy Pop. I can't think of, there's so many people on the bill this year that I want to see. It is your crash test, buddy. So we have been trying to get him to come for Jesse and the Rippers to sing the song he sang on Full House, if you remember that. And he did it with the Beach Boys. I think it's up on my channel. We have had throughout the years to try and get him to come. He thought it was a joke at first. He thought that we were screwing with him and picking on him, and it totally wasn't. It was, we're fans of his. And some years they had tents with people who came to Riot Fest who painted beautiful pictures. There was a Butter Stamos statue that's been up for the past couple of years. So, and if I remember correctly, the statue was made because somebody actually carved John Stamos out of butter. That's how Butter Stamos began. Skip all what lines, Keebler? Where am I going? Riot Fest isn't until September, honey. And even if I have a cast on, I'm not going in a wheelchair. But I have seen some amazing things with people who are in a wheelchair every day, not just because of an injury. There was this guy that came one year and got to crowd surf in his wheelchair. Hello, gorgeous. Thank you for your hugs. I was about to say, I'm working this weekend. Where am I going? I got to figure out when it comes close to that time with my work schedule, because I'm going to lose 3 days by going maybe 4. Well, I'm off Monday normally. So I would probably have to make up. I would probably have to work from Wednesday until Thursday, because as long as I keep it straight, I'm not in any pain. Sonia, I got to keep it straight until I'm playing the doctor game right now. So the doctor who looked at my x-rays and my paperwork, it said to call him today to make an appointment, a follow-up appointment. So I called the office, and the lady at the office told me I had to go and register with this one phone number. So I called the phone number and I registered with them. And the next appointment they can get me in is Tuesday. But this particular doctor does not take my insurance. So all Tuesday's going to be is probably just recapping what happened and what he saw in the ER, and recommending me to a doctor that does take my insurance. I'm hoping I don't have to go to my general practitioner to get a referral, because then this will be a total waste of time in general. Yeah, no, it's okay, Keebler. Honest mistake. So it might be a little bit till I find out if they're going to put me in a cast or not. I can't believe I got to walk around like this for a little bit. I have to work because money doesn't grow on trees. And I got bills to pay and mouths to feed. And ain't nothing in this world for free. They gave me some pain meds. They gave me some hydrocodone, but it doesn't really help when I try to go to sleep. I can fall asleep for like a couple of minutes and then I go to move and then it wakes me back up and then the vicious cycle begins. I have a brace that's keeping my legs straight. They told me I got to keep on it, and I have crutches. I have no other choice, Keebler. I have to figure out a way. So, because it's not work related, so I can't claim workman's comp. Yeah, I don't know what was going on yesterday, Sonia. They wheeled me into the x-ray and I took some x-rays and then the doctor came in and said that she wants me to do 3 more x-rays because they saw something, they want to get better pictures of it and have the x-ray doctor, who I'm supposed to go and see Tuesday, look at it and come up with the diagnosis. So at that point, I had already been waiting 2 hours from the result from the first batch of x-rays. So I'm like, oh, great. So then they came in and they had my paperwork and turned around and said something to the degree of my medication and to call the doctor and wheeled me out. No, because there's somebody who works that, and I don't know how to work the desk. I don't want to know how to work the desk. The struggle is real there. At least what I'm doing, nobody's in the room. I don't have to deal with the customers. So, you know, this isn't totally unheard of. My ex a while back ago, Brandon! My ex a while back ago tore muscle in his arm at work. He had to sit like that for like 2-3 weeks before he even got an MRI and surgery scheduled. It was ridiculous. Gotta love modern medicine. Yeah, you know, I mean, for the most part, I'm just wiping stuff down. I don't necessarily have to bend over too much. So that definitely helps. The worst I have to do is the tub. I wish I had one of my coworkers, his girlfriend goes and cleans with him. She's hired to do it, but she goes and cleans with him. I need her tomorrow to do the tub for me. That'd probably be the only thing I'd probably have a little bit of a hard time doing. Did you see my short of me higher than Jesus yesterday, Brandon? When I watched that this morning, I'm like, damn, I was fucking on a lot of good fucking painkillers. They gave me a shot in the ambulance. Then the doctor gave me a Valium and a hydrocodone. I was like, wee! I'm not fond of hard narcotics, but as much pain as I was in, what really annoyed me was she was the doctor comes in to talk to me and asks me head to toe, what's going on. She started with my head and finally got down to my legs. And my left leg, she's like, lift it up and hold it for 1, 2, 3. I think she kind of did like 10. And I was able to do it. Then it came time for righty, and righty wasn't fucking moving. You didn't have to do that, Miss Sonia G. I put up a short yesterday while I was in the hospital, Giebler. Good job. That's a lot of miles. I have a Samsung phone, and sometimes people create like step challenges and stuff. I like doing that. Half of it backwards. Walking's really good for you. I'm going to have to get used to walking again, Brandon. Not just after the broken leg situation, but my scooter fucking died, and I don't know what they're going to do with me. If they're going to send me a new one, if I have to pay a deductible to get a new one. But I still think it was something faulty on this thing because it was a dry day. I was on a public sidewalk. I didn't go over a bump where it could have thrown me off track. Yeah, it was in the second part where I was showing my leg. At the end, I say, Scooter tried to kill me. And then I showed a couple of pictures of the road rash I got. Like I said, little did the scooter know. Heaven doesn't want me and hell's afraid I'll take over, so. My luck, though, it's going to be something stupid like that kills me. Brandon took us to a show for, was it Tech 9? That was pretty cool. And Brandon, I got a Rosie phone call. She called me. Chris called her and told her that I had a scooter accident. So she called me to see if I was okay. She's like, Chris just called me and told me that you were in a scooter accident. What happened, girl? So I got to talk to her for like about an hour and a half. And then she goes, are you going to do are you going to do a live and talk about what happened with the scooter? And I'm like, maybe. I was like, but if I do, I'm going to go live at like 8 or 9. And I'm like, so for you, that's 9 or 10. And she's like, I got you, girl. I'm staying up later. I'm not going to say specifically where she is, but she's in a different place. And she's like, just text me. So I gave her a 15-minute warning through text, and she still hasn't popped up yet, Brandon. But yeah, Rosie is good people. She even got to talk to Cardi, so she was very happy. And then at one point, she's like, well, I got to let you go because Chris keeps on calling because he wants to know how you are. So still not going to stop me from cop watching. I mean, now I don't have the scooter to go riding around and get there quicker. I am. I'm sorry, D. Johns. I'm okay. I got a broken leg, but I'm okay. I know, right? She hasn't done a snack box in a while. I forgot to bring that up to her because we were just talking about so many different things. It was not pleasant, D. Johns, But, accident aside, I was more embarrassed. But very, what's the word I'm looking for? My belief in humanity was kind of restored a little bit yesterday. So I was too busy falling. I didn't, pay attention to what was going on around me. I was just trying not to die. And a lady saw what happened. She did a U-turn and came back and sat with me until the ambulance got there. She wanted to make sure I was okay. So it was very nice because this lady did not know me at all. We introduced ourselves while she was standing there, but she did not know me at all, but she wanted to make sure I was okay. No, Scooter is not okay. So I'm waiting to hear back. Yay, Cat's back. Still no Yeti sighting. Yes, there are, Brandon. And it's good when they show up. I'm lucky that some of my friends are some amazing people, and I've gotten to meet some amazing people through here. So it is what it is. It was not how I planned to spend Taco Tuesday. In fact, I was actually thinking about going and getting some Mexican. I was telling Duper today when he was telling me that he hoped I was okay and how was I feeling and what have you. I'm like, I want a fucking burrito, but I don't have a scooter to go and get one. And I didn't want to pay Uber Eats. Can I help you, ma'am? Come here. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Huh? Are you telling everybody mommy's hurt? They know. They're coming in and checking on your mama. Happy that mama didn't die, just like you. Just like you. Go lay down. Where's your Yeti? It's funny, Kat, that we go to a channel about Yeti. And my dog has had a long love affair with what I call her Yeti. It's a toy. I don't know where he is right now. She's got a ball in her mouth. Where's Yeti? What'd you... Is this how you treat Yeti? Here. This is her Yeti. He's seen some shit. But that's her best friend. Yeah, well, hopefully I'll be able to get a new one. It is insured, D. Johns. I just don't know how it's going to go. If what happened is going to warrant the company of giving me a new one, or if I'm going to have to pay a deductible to the insurance company to get a new one. Well, you must drop it in order for me to throw it, ma'am. That's how it works. I hope so, too. This isn't detering me. I don't know what happened. The only thing I can come up with was maybe I was going too fast downhill. Because, like I said, it was dry conditions on a public sidewalk. There was no cracks or bumps that I, hit something and it threw me off track. I know definitely to be careful at that particular spot now. Because when you're going downhill, which I was at this point, it wasn't a steep incline, but I don't need to hit the power button. It'll just go on its own. Yep, see? Yeti's been in my life longer than he knows. And there's actually a friend of mine here where I live. he has a Burmese mountain dog, and it's white, and his nickname is the Yeti. Leah! Look, Cat's here too. Thank you for stopping by. Get some rest. And thank you for telling me to get better. I'm happy to have you guys here. I have a lot of fun with you guys on Yeti's stream. And you guys were very welcoming when I first started coming around. Like I said yesterday, I found him this way. He came to my live and I decided to support him back because he was supporting me. And I'm glad I did because I got to meet you two. I'm still not too fond of Christine. She was rather loud, but I'm not a single man. No, I'm not living in the wilderness anymore, Keebler. You would figure that would have happened there. There's tons of wildlife there. And acorns. I like that he throws up his softball games. And then yesterday he took us while they were having fun. Did you see that Yeti replied back to us, Leah? He eventually commented down at the bottom of the comment you started, that you and me were talking back and forth. Milk carton Yeti. I told Kat, I said, see, I told you, don't give me ideas. Right? He was supposed to sing what song? Somebody was waiting for him to sing a specific song yesterday. I forget what the song was. Yeah. But you know what, Brandon? That's the least of my issues because of getting tattoos. That's the best way to... Marky Mark. That's the best way to describe certain tattoos' healing process, is it feels like road rash. Yeah, I think I was the only one complaining about him singing Marky Mark. I am not a fan of that guy. I know a lot of people like him as an actor, and there's some people who like his music. I don't know. There's certain actors I'm not fond of. He's one of them. I want another tattoo, Brandon Mitchell. I want many tattoos. I don't want to cover my whole body, but I have a couple of ideas. Yeah, that was a crazy little movie. Wasn't that with Alicia Silverstone? He was a nut in that movie. It's never too late to start, Brandon. And let me tell you, so far out of all my tattoos, I haven't hit one where it's like, oh my God, that hurts so bad. I started on my neck. That was my first tattoo. Then I got the ones on my wrist. And then I just started going from there. I'm running out of space on my forearms. His brother lives like Donnie Wahlberg. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe about 5, 6 towns away from me. Him and his wife. Yeah, I got my first tattoo on my neck. It's on the back of my neck. I did the same thing. I don't like needles either, despite my piercings and tattoos. But I found that those type of things don't bother me as much as hypodermic. I can tell you something else on a boob that smarts. Sticking needles through the nipples. But there I am, $120 later. In fact, either the end of this week or next week, I get to go in for new ones. Now that I'm back home and talking to my piercing girl, who I absolutely fucking love her, um, she put in an order and she got me new barbells. This time, I'm going blue. They're silver right now. And I would figure getting a tattoo on a boob wouldn't hurt at all because it's soft, it's tissue. From what I hear, the rib cage, like going down the side, I hear that's very painful no matter what size you are because they're hitting your rib cage and bone. And anytime they hit bone, that's what I hear. My tool tattoo on this arm, he came around to my wrist bone and my hand jittered a little bit because he was hitting nerves at a certain point, but nothing where I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. My girlfriend recently, oh my God, she got the funniest tattoo. She got a tattoo of a sandwich by her knuckle so she could tell people she's going to give them a knuckle sandwich. I was laughing my ass off when she showed me that. Yeah, she has some pretty funny tattoos. She finally covered up the one that pissed her mom off when she was 18. So it's kind of funny at the end that her mom was right because she said, no, I'm going to love this tattoo forever. And she did not. The one that I didn't recognize Donnie in was the Bruce Willis one where the kid sees dead people. I can't think of the name of that movie, but when I saw the credits and I saw that was Donnie Wahlberg, I was like, no fucking way. Sixth Sense, yes. I'm not a big New Kids on the Block fan, but I love his wife. His wife is from Chicago. Her name's Jenny McCarthy. She used to be on MTV years ago. Yeah, it is kind of funny how sometimes, they really get into their roles and you're like, whoa, that was who? Yeah, Playboy Centerfold. I don't remember if she married Jim Carrey or if she was just with Jim Carrey for a while. Yeah, I remember they were together. So I've absolutely loved Jenny McCarthy for years. So the fact that she ended up with the New Kid on the Block. Thank you, Brandon. If Rosie shows up, I'll tell her you were present and she was not. And to do another unboxing. Brandon Mitchell is a dreamboat and a huge person on YouTube. He's a mod to almost everybody. Sally Stanley! I'm okay, girl. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did do that TV show, too, with Tom Selleck. I forget about that. I don't watch too much TV nowadays, so... Sally Stanley is from across the pond. She's in a whole different time zone. She's already in tomorrow. We need Rosie to put things in her mouth. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny. It is funny watching her try certain things when she doesn't like it. She's like, oh no. So our friends, Kat and Leah, our friend Rosie thing, she does this great thing where she gets boxes from all over the world and they come with snacks and trivia. Brandon wins almost all the time. That's cool, Kat. Huh, that is rather loose. And you only go to the US chats. Sally Stanley is a great person in my community. I see them around in different chats of things that I go live to. Sally lives in the land down under where there are huge spiders, bigger than my dog. You really can sometimes, Kat. My best friend lived overseas for many years in the army in Germany. So I have family overseas in Italy and in Mexico. Mexico's not overseas, but Italy is, and Germany is. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You're in New Zealand, right? My bad. Yeah, we stayed up too long in that chat waiting for him to come back, didn't we? We all kept on holding out hope, and then all of a sudden, bam, it was done. You too, Leah. You have a good night. I feel maybe Yeti is nursing a very interesting hangover. Ugh, that's horrible. Two little kids. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine that nightmare. Being a mom? Yeah. I yell at my oldest and tell him, when you don't answer my texts or my phone calls, I already have you dead in a ditch somewhere. And he's like, Mom! So I couldn't imagine having them taken as little kids. I'm like, what's wrong with my TV? I think it's the effect they're going with. Oh, okay. I did get it right the first time. When you said Aussies are assholes. I know there's a big thing with New Zealand and Australia. You guys don't like being called each other. Yeah, I try not to watch any mainstream media anymore, especially here, Sally Stanley. It's all going downhill. So I watch independent media. There's this guy who used to be a newscaster on CNN who has now come over to YouTube. I watch a lot of him. There's a guy out of California named Brian Taylor Cohn. I like watching him. There's a guy who was in Minnesota. His name's Mercado Media. So I think you get better stories from independent media. They tell more. I don't care necessarily about showing more, but they show you more true grit that you don't see on the news. The news, it's like maybe a couple of minutes and then they're on to the next story. There's some things that me and Duper Trooper have picked up on, and we never got to find out what the end result was. We came up on a really bad car accident like maybe about a month and a half ago. Yes. We never heard anything else about the shooting that was in Addison. We didn't hear anything about the fire that me, Duper, and Freeman Liberty happened upon in Wooddale. And not one media outlet was at any of these things. That car accident was really bad. I've seen some pretty bad car accidents, but when you see impact on a tree above ground, how fast was that person going that they hit that high up on the tree? So, yeah, I definitely like independent media over stuff that gets said on the news. Because, yeah, the narrative is now being tainted with the mainstream media. Oh, I'm feeling. Definitely in a decent amount of pain. If it's not my leg that's hurting me, it's I'll bump my road rash. And I've got it on like 2 different spots on my leg. Neither one is pleasant. So all I can do is just keep on cleaning it and hope that it heals. Definitely pretty decent. This is definitely going to take a little bit to go away. But I'm more happy that the road rash did not impact any of my tattoos. So I got tired of getting pinged on playing music that I like. So I found some YouTube friendly music that I can pop on and pop on my Nebula and Stars. And I think this is like AI music. I don't think it's a particular band or anything. This is called Burn My Wings. Got to keep an eye out on my battery. Okay, I should be good for a little bit longer. Oh. You have food. How may I help you? Are you trying to get me to pay the cheese tax? Papa, go lay down. Go lay down. What else? Eat your food. Eat your food. Eat your food. Eat your food. See that? Yes. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to be in pain for a little bit. And yes, I broke my leg. Cardi gets excited and the cat gets excited every time I go towards the fridge because I think it's the cheese tax time. Both these animals try crying hungry when neither one of them are. A little bit. That's because I have my leg in a brace. I'm supposed to be using crutches, but they're annoying, so. I don't want Yeti, man. I don't want Yeti. I told you to come here. Goodness. She gets mad anytime I show any attention to anything but her. I could stop this live and just turn on the TV and she wouldn't even pay attention to me. But she hears me talking. She's like, ooh, mommy's busy. Let's interrupt. I think she's digging the song because she hopped up on a pillow with her Yeti and is watching TV. She is definitely an interesting little character. And I'm happy she's in my life. She's my favorite thing to ever look at. Her and my kitty, Miss Layla. But you don't hear her too much. I don't even know where she's at. She was in the kitchen. I know, it is. It's funny because we actually follow somebody called Yeti. But Yeti has been in my household for many, many years. So what are you up to, Mr. Spirit in the Sky? I don't know if Yeti's actually been in stream when she brings me that and I'm like, give me your Yeti. I don't know if I ever told him that I have a Yeti in my house. And it's funny, it was just a $10 toy I got at PetSmart? Yeah, I think it was PetSmart. They used to have these toys called OMG Surprise. Oh, there's Miss Kitty. And it's two toys in one. It's a stuffed animal on the outside, and usually inside the animal there's something. And I don't remember what was in Yeti. Yeti was a Christmas toy. But there was something inside of them. And it's usually pertaining to what the stuffed animal is. Like, they one time had a shark, and it had a squeaky toy that was a foot. But I don't remember what was in Yeti. And he's too old to look it up, so. But for a while, I used to buy those toys because I have like a $5 limit on toys that I get for her. She's very spoiled. So we had bought quite a bunch of those toys throughout the years, and then they stopped making them. So they come out every once in a while, but not as much, and the toys have kind of gotten janky. There's a ball that came out of one of the stuffed animals we got. I don't even remember where he came out of, but we call him Frankie the Fly because it's a fly. Where's Frankie the Fly? Where's baby Uni? Where is your baby Uni? She even has Michael Myers toys because she is part serial killer. She may be cute. She's the Ted Bundy of dogs. Oh, you dropped your body. But yeah, she's got a bunch of toys. We even have a current president toy, where when he was the assassination attempt where his ear got nicked. Ooh, what'd you finish cooking, Spirit in the Sky? I made breakfast this morning. I made some hash browns, some scrambled eggs with some hot peppers in them, and cheese, and bacon and toast. Yesterday I ate leftovers when I got home because I was starving. I got up, went to immediate care because I had to get, ooh, that reminds me, we're at the end of the day. I had to go because I couldn't shake this cough that I have, so sometimes my stuff turns into bronchitis. And the over-the-counter medication won't work. So that's why I went to immediate care yesterday, because I had to go and get the prednisone. Not knowing that I was going to crash out on my scooter and have to go by ambulance to the ER because I couldn't move my leg. And I didn't get to eat. They let me have crackers at a certain point. They gave me like a pack of graham crackers and a pack of saltines and just some water. And up until I got home, that was all I had. So I annihilated what was left of my leftovers because I was so hungry. I inhaled it. I have food. But if I needed something, I definitely have somebody that would probably run to the store for me. I've had a few friends. I didn't realize what a storm posting on my YouTube and my Instagram. Hold on, I gotta take this disgusting medicine. And I had a bunch of my friends my personal friends on Instagram reach out to me and going, "Oh my God, are you okay? If you need anything, just let me know." I'm working tomorrow, so I told them what was going on. I told them I will be back Thursday. I need to rest tomorrow. This isn't the worst I've ever done. Trust me. My car accident at 14 was probably the worst that I did. Chicken cutlets. That's what you made? Nice. I have to get a whatchamacallit, corn tortillas so I can make flautas. But I don't know. I kind of want to try it in my air fryer and see if my air fryer would do the same result as if I dropped it in oil and deep fried it. Because if I could save on the oil, that would be amazing. I mean, I did my first air fry with my French fries, and those came out pretty good. But yeah, I don't know how it would come out for my flautas. Oh, trust me, Sally Stanley, there are people who do not love Batman, especially at my job. Some of the customers, but that's okay. The customers that don't like me, there's reasons for me not to like them back, so. I think I freaked out a coworker because after a situation with a customer, he turned around and said, "Damn, girl, if I'm ever at war, I want you right by my side. I can't believe you just did that." He got to see a whole different side of Batman. It was not a pleasant side, but I'm not going to let somebody sit there and disrespect me and talk down to me, customer or not. And plus, this guy was really weird. He started accusing me of taking money from him, and I had never met him before, so it was a really weird interaction. This is true, Sally. But that's okay. It weeds out the people I don't need around me. And I'm okay with that. Show me who you really are so that way I can determine if I want to be around you or not. That's why I like to go and unwind at my favorite place now that I'm home. It's good to see some familiar faces. I mean, don't get me wrong, where I was living at for the last couple of years, I got to know familiar faces, but they weren't people who I was deeply tied to like now. Back here. I even got to see my musician friend last Friday. I was like, "Yay, Adam!" Ow, ow, ow. So, I'm happy to be back home. I don't have to hang at work, so. Here's this one customer that every time she passes me, I'm like, "Look, Satan is alive and well." I treat people how they treat me. If you treat me with respect, I'll give it right back to you. But the second that you don't treat me with respect, yeah, you find out a whole different Batman. I'm not the warm and fuzzy Batman that you all know and love. I have a coworker right now that. So I guess the new term now, back in the day for me, it was kiss ass. But I guess the new term is the pick me. And she's definitely that. I tried getting along with her. I tried being nice with her. And what was it? Saturday. Maybe Sunday? I don't remember. All the days blur in together. I had to come back downstairs with my bags with bedding and towels because they were both pretty full. And I think that my manager saw I was annoyed. I was just tired. I wasn't really terribly annoyed. I was just tired because it was a long day. And she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "No, something's wrong with you. You're not acting like yourself." So she was talking to this pick me girl. And I waited till they were done. And so she turns to me and she's like, "Okay, you're going to tell me what's going on." So I'm like, "Okay, I'm in this room and I was in this room the other day and the pick me girl was supposed to come up and spray the room." I was like, "But it's really weird because I walked in there today and or when I said something about the pick me girl supposed to come up and spray, she starts interjecting. I think she was thought that I was gonna go, "Oh, she didn't do it" or something, and that's not where I was going with it. I was more confused that if she went in there and sprayed something to make the room smell better because it smelled really bad, it smelled like BO. She interjects and I'm like, "Pick me." Because I'm not going to say her name. I'm just going to call her Pick Me. I'm like, "I've got this. Don't, you know." And she got all pissed off and now she won't even talk to me. She wouldn't even say anything to me, see me in a brace or anything like that. So that just shows me her character. She's kissing the manager's ass, bringing her all kinds of coffee cups and things because she also works the front desk, which I could care less. Again, I don't want to work the front desk, so I'm not jealous of her at all. She's earning the same amount of money than I am. She may be the head housekeeper, but yeah. So, whatchamacallit, now she won't even talk to me, which is fine with me because, she got all huffy and puffy and went, and walked and stormed out. So I even turned to my manager. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "You and me were having a conversation. I didn't butt into your guys. So why did she?" And she's like, "I don't know what's going on, but if you guys have a problem, you need to go in the break room and figure it out." She's the one who's got the problem. If you're not going to talk to me and you're acting like that, I'm better off you not talking to me. I'm going to have to figure it out, Spirit in the Sky. I have to. I have to pay my bills. Cardi, go lay down. Money doesn't just grow on trees. It does not get thrown at me. She's a little younger than me, Stanley, and she acts like she's fucking 12. Because even the guy that I was talking about that his girlfriend helps him clean, one day me and her were talking and she's like, she doesn't act her age. She acts like a little kid. And when I first started and me and her were talking, she made a comment about she has a hard time keeping friends. And at first I was kind of like, why? She seems kind of nice. I wonder what the quirk is. I'm seeing the quirk. When I go and I hang out with my manager, it's not to kiss her ass. It's because I genuinely like the woman's company. We laugh. We have great conversations. So I'm not there to kiss her ass to solidify my position or try and take her position. I don't want head housekeeper. I don't want to stay here for very long. I just got to do what I got to do to earn an honest living. Because I don't like being put in a cage. So there is that. Howard County! So, again, if you think by not talking to me that I'm going to be upset about that, not at all. But it speaks volumes of her character because you know what? If she got hurt, even though that interaction happened, I'd be like, oh my God, are you okay? I hope, I hope the best for you. I hope you heal well or quickly. I would not do that. But now she could catch on fire and I wouldn't piss on her. So there is that. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what happened. I didn't boot you. So let me do a few things here. Okay, you are still. It's just weird. People aren't blue. Okay, cat is. Let me change Lynn. Yeah, that's weird. Certain people aren't blue that are normally blue. Maybe a new feature on stupid YouTube. They're always changing stuff. And let me change Leah. I should have done that while she was here. But next time she comes in, she'll see that she was made a moderator. Yeah, even Brandon's not blue. I wonder if it's a new thing they're doing with people. Joko! I wonder if it's a new thing that people are, or that YouTube's doing with the up and down lives. I see shields by certain people. I don't know what that means. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, now I see a shield by you, but I'm just seeing shields. I'm not seeing people blue. Why am I not surprised? YouTube always has issues. Oh. Hold on. No new updates. I was just explaining earlier. I have to go see the doctor who looked at my x-rays for a follow-up, but he doesn't take my insurance, so basically what my appointment is going to be probably just going over what he saw in the ER and then passing me over to somebody who is in my network so it could be covered. So I don't know if they're going to put a cast on it. I don't know if surgery is going to be involved. Oh, well, there's your update on me. So now I'm also playing with the company that sold me the scooter. I have it insured, and I contacted Amazon yesterday, and they contacted the seller, and the seller contacted me. So I sent them something, so hopefully I'll hear something from them back. I'm not sure if they're going to send me a brand new scooter because there was some issues that I didn't report right away, so I don't know if that's my bad. But it was workable around, and I always intended on going and getting some screws. I just never ended up doing it because it was just missing a couple of screws. And they had me send pictures, and it would only let me upload like 4 pictures. I took pictures of it all around. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's really weird. And you still have your moderator status, but why am I not seeing a shield by you? Because when I went to go and look, it tells me to remove as a moderator instead of add as a moderator. So I don't know why you don't have a shield like everybody else does. Yeah, Scooter's broke. We could always blame it on Pink Taco. Every time you say Pink Taco, if I say it one more time, it's like Beetlejuice. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing a shield. I'm seeing that you have a crown in your number 3, but I'm not seeing any shield next to you like I am by Kat and Sally Stanley. Man, be nice to Sock Monkey. Look at all that buzz. Yeah, YouTube is a mess. Remember that one live that Duper did that everybody's telling him you're mute, you're mute? He still doesn't know why. Yes, you are Spirit in the Sky. Thank you, Howard County. It's an inspiration from my 4-year-old nephew. I bought it on YouTube. It's a little space guy. He projects it onto the wherever you point him. Freeman Liberty liked what I was doing with my lives. And he's like, I've got some lights for you. And he sent me the picture of the lights, and they're really cool lights, but they're plug-in. Yeah, my friend couldn't figure it out. And then more recently, he hits me up. He's like, I can't fucking go live. And I'm like, well, do you have a strike? And he's like, no. I had to end up calling my friend Poor Dirt Farmer to see if he could help me figure it out. And eventually he was able to finally go live. Huh. I wonder if maybe that's why some of you aren't blue. I wonder if I have to resubscribe to some of you. I have to look when I'm done. But your guys are moderators. Huh. Well, I know for sure that I don't have anybody who is in charge of my YouTube. And there's very few people that are mods that can unsubscribe people. So I don't know, Howard County. But now I gotta wonder how many people. I know that my regular stuff has been popping up. Yeah, they like to do that sometimes where they boot people off of channels and stuff like that. I don't know why. Standard mods, no. Managing mod, I think so. Um, I'm not sure if it's managing mod or if it's you give somebody control of your channel. Because that happened to Angel before. Where one of the mods just went and unsubscribed most of his chat. And I think that happened to Chuck too. But I don't remember what kind of mod situation that was. Yeah, they can hide people and... Because sometimes I have to do that shit on Duper Troopers. Because he gets a lot of trolls. Did you pay for it, Sally Stanley? Because I think on Chuck's you got to pay for being a mod. Unless he changed it again. I haven't been there in a while. I'm probably not going to be going back, so... Originally, Howard County, I had to do this because Pink would fuck with people. So... But last time I looked on my YouTube studio, my sub count is pretty much the same. So I know nobody has been taking anybody off of mine. Yeah, I had to make people blue to protect them. And you never know when Pink's going to strike, so there is that. But I can't believe that it's 11 o'clock, I think. Let's see. Almost 11. The day seemed to have gone by really fast. I had to get up at 9:30 this morning because I had to try and get a hold of the ortho. And then I had a Zoom doctor meeting that I had to do. And I just couldn't sleep last night at all. This leg is fucking killing me. And I can't elevate it because they told me I can't bend my knee. Yeah, he used to have it where you had to pay to be a mod. Ah. Angel. Oh, okay. So somebody gifted you a sub that gave you moderation. That's cool. Yeah, some people do that, Kat. Where you have to pay for your hammer. I can never be monetized because of my music that I throw up. I tried becoming monetized and they told me I would have to erase 10 plus years of concert footage. Busy lady, welcome in. So I just don't... Oop, hold on. I just don't try and become monetized because I've heard different things. Like, I hear how much of a chunk they take out. You have to have at least $100. And I just like hanging out with you guys. You know, I'm always humbled by the people that do send money to my Cash App and to my PayPal. But I just like hanging with people. So I'm not going to make you pay for something that I could freely give you. Welcome to the chat. I promise that no Christines will be taking over my live, and it will not abruptly end where you guys have to put me on a milk carton. I posted a funny thing from last night on my community page, Busy Lady. If you go to the second post, I made a missing milk carton of Are You Yeti? Yeah, he's okay. He ended up commenting on the missing milk carton that I posted. He told me he was okay. And he said I gave him a laugh. Yeah, you got to go and see it. For those of you that are lost of what me and Kat are talking about, yesterday we were on somebody's live, Are You Yeti? You guys that are regulars in my chat have seen them come in. And he was doing a celebration after his softball team placed, were the champs. And they went to a bar and were doing karaoke. And then somewhere down the line, somebody came and hijacked his live and ended the live on us. And we sat waiting for the circle to come back for at least a half an hour, if not longer, just talking to each other. He is a mod. I don't know why his shield isn't popping up. Kat was just saying that YouTube's gone crazy again, so that's why people aren't showing blue. But when I click on Howard County, it tells me to remove his mod status as opposed to adding him. Pink gets mad about all kinds of things. I'm sure you remember me and Angel picking on him about Julio and his dirt weed. He would get so bent out of shape. Pink always goes into a chat going, where's my wrench? If he doesn't know where his wrench is, I think we have problems. Somebody may want to send that boy a magnifying glass. I pissed off my best friend today because he was talking to me about my leg. And then he sent me an x-ray. And there was something rather obscene in the x-ray. And I turned around and I'm like, you wish. I'm like, you'd need a 3D x-ray to find yours. And he's like, funny. I think I offended him because he stopped talking to me shortly after. Right? I told Kat, don't give me ideas. It was good seeing you, Sally Stanley. Sending my love right back to you. I love that you're in the future. Technically, in an hour, I'll be joining you in that future. Thank God for Snapchat. That's all I gotta say. It's the only way I know how to do certain things. I've only recently started messing with AI. But AI, you have to be very specific in what you want it to do. And sometimes it tells you it can't do that. Yes, you did, Kat. And yes, it was. Yeah, I use Snapchat. I found a picture of a milk carton with an empty spot where I could put a picture. And I went back in Are You Yetis Live so I could get a picture of him with the crown. And I cut him out of that picture and pasted it onto the milk carton. Because the live that he had from the bar wasn't popping up, so I couldn't go back where he was in the crown there. And then you can add texts, and that's how I put Are You Yeti and the date. Yeah, my girlfriend's husband pays for Chat GPT too. I just use my Gemini that's on my phone. I have used Gronk only because Gronk lets you get away with a little bit more. So, but I haven't been messing with it that much. So, I made a really cool shirt for a friend of mine for his channel, and that was used with for one side of the picture. I used AI. Parts of it are, I think. At least what I use is. I don't pay for it. I made some interesting stuff with the president where my Gemini won't let me do certain things, but Gronk would. So, but I've also used my Gemini for good. I'm trying to talk my friend into making those shirts so people on his channel can buy them. But it's kind of expensive. But I found a cheaper route, but it all depends on how much he wants to spend. Because with having friends in the music world, I asked one of my very good friends where they got their band merch. And he goes, well, it depends if you want to deal with the shipping on it. He goes, if you want to deal with don't want to deal with the shipping, use like Custom Ink or whatever. Teespring, where so many get made and then they send them out, or they send them out per order or whatever it is. And if I didn't want to do that, he gave me a place that they go personally. And I think it's Mundaline or something like that he said he goes to. But the screen printer is a really good printer that he likes to use. I don't think I've seen him before, Howard County. I know that Friends and Co. does a lot of AI music, and I know Keebler does some AI music. I don't know, this kind of scares me. Only because of the fact this isn't, like bands. This is AI music, and I like knowing, like, let's say for instance, Eric Clapton, the song Layla was written by was written for George Harrison's wife at the time. Her name wasn't Layla, but it was him professing his undying love to her through song. Um, I like knowing stuff like that. When George Harrison wrote the song Here Comes the Sun, he was sitting on a little knoll with Eric Clapton. And at this point, Eric Clapton was now married to his ex-wife. So with AI music, it's just people typing in certain things and then they put it to music. And sometimes What I really don't like is like when people turn around and do the AI music and write a new Nirvana song. I don't want to hear an AI version. I want Kurt to put a pen to paper and sing me that song. That's okay, busy lady. It happens. It happens to me a lot at Tool concerts. There's so much going on. No, I get it. It just, with having friends in the music world, it scares me. Ooh, thank you. And look, a link worked. Holy shiznick. Links weren't working here before, Howard County. At least in the up and down lives. Cool, I'll definitely check it out. I can't click on it personally right now because then it would make me leave my live. It's not clickable? I do that, busy lady, but usually it's men and children I scare. It looks blue to me. It's blue. That's why I was like, ooh, it's working. Maybe just type out their name so people can either write it down or go to it after the live. They don't work until after the verticals live? Yeah, it was showing up blue on my end. That's why I was freaked out. I was like, oh, it's working again. I can't figure out, Keebler, how to go horizontal anymore. It used to be when you were setting up your live that it asked you and you would go to the advanced setting, but if I put it on there, it won't do the live. I have to turn it vertical. I'm on a cell phone. I don't have a desktop. I don't know what Howard County's doing theirs off of. And by the way, how's Nunya doing, Howard? Please send my love and my hellos. But the musician friend that I was talking about that I got to see last week, so he's in 2 national act bands and does session music with other local bands or other national act bands. He's worked with Tom Morello, Ike Riley, he's currently touring with. So, his second band, which is his personal band, are songs about us. That's why AI scares me, because that takes that stuff away. Yeah, I'll try it again, Keebler, but it doesn't work for me. Because even Chuck last year is like, why are you still going vertical? And I'm like, because I can't go horizontal. San Joaquin, thank you for coming by. And thank you for your kind words on my Instagram. I'm in a lot of pain, bro. I'm in a lot of fucking pain. Duper tried warning me because something like this happened to him too. He's like, just be careful, watch out for cars, know that, these things can be dangerous, and he was right. So now I gotta go play the doctor game I got to go and see an ortho surgeon on Tuesday, but he's just going to be passing me over to another because he has to see me because he looked at my x-rays. So he has to see me for a follow-up, but his office doesn't take my insurance, so I have to go to somebody in my network. But seriously, thank you for stopping by. It means a lot that you're coming and checking in on me. It's not going to stop me from cop watching. I envy her. I hope I can get some sleep tonight, Howard County. Last night was really rough. And until this gets fixed, I don't know how long it's going to be where I'm getting broken sleep. So remember when I hopped in one of Yeti's lives and I was like, I didn't get a notification? I didn't realize that it was on personalized and I had to switch it to all. So once I switched it to all, then I started getting the notifications. Because I was like, I just happened by chance to hop into that live because I saw he was live. How are things with you and your family, San Joaquin? I hope that things are well. I hope the grandbabies are doing good. You missed what I did to my hand? Are you talking to me, Howard County? Yeah, I wasn't getting notifications when I subscribed to them. So, like I said, I just happened by chance. I was messing around that night and I went to go see who was live. I clicked the live button and I saw he was live and I was like, ooh, let me go and support him because he's always coming to my lives. I did get hurt, Howard County. I got road rash on my forearm, on my knee, on my thigh. Broke the leg. Thank you, San Joaquin. I just know to keep on going. Crazy me is going into work tomorrow like this, but I have no other choice because I have to pay my bills and keep a roof over my head and feed my animals and myself. So, girls got to do what a girl's got to do to keep the money flowing in. Yeah, ironically, everything else is hurt but my hands and my head. I'm just lucky to have a lot of good people in real life around me, San Joaquin, that are making sure that I'm going to be okay if I need anything. But that's what it's all about, looking out for one another. You know, that's why when Duper was with you, why I sent that, because I thought it was amazing that you guys got to go out and hang out. He's been a longtime fan of your work, and moments where you highlighted him, he sent me text messages, look what happened. He was so excited. So we love supporting you, and you support us back. That's how it should be in this community. It's okay, Howard. Well, you get situated, lovely, busy lady. Send those grinder funds. Pink don't like sharing his grinder funds. Pink's greedy like that, Keebler. I haven't haven't seen PDF around. He's been sending me messages daily, but I haven't seen him around. He really is. I still think it's funny that how I found him and what made me start liking his channel. It wasn't just his content. One of my favorite things way back when, Howard County, is his, I don't remember if it was his intro or his outro, but he played a Queens of the Stone Age song. From that moment on, I knew that he was good people. It was a song called I Sat by the Ocean. Yeah, he just hasn't been hopping in chat. I'm going to have to text him and tell him, where have you been? I still think it's funny talking to Rosie things this evening, and she's like, are you going to go live? And I'm like, I am, possibly. And then I give her a text to tell her I was going live, and no Rosie things. Ooh, he's on Deer Watch? Sitting up in the blind, huh? Oh, he was in Auto Cop Watch? Sometimes I get lost in the political things that I'm watching throughout the day, so I don't always see, or I get in so many notifications that sometimes I may have gotten Otto's notification, but then it gets wiped out by like 3 others that came in at the same time. Right? He's definitely got a lot of wildlife around him. I'm still waiting for San Joaquin. Was it a possum or something you said you had? If you're still here? I still want to see his. Eating the corn he feeds him. He's got Bear, and why am I drawing a blank on the other one? He's got the Chihuahua, he's got the feral cats. Aw, thank you. I feel the same way about you, busy lady. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys on that channel. We have fun. It's always weird to me when I come into a chat where I really don't know anybody except for the person. So you guys were very warm and welcoming when I hopped in. Nugget Pass. No. Oh. I couldn't agree more, Kat. People like her at the bar annoy me. It's usually where I step outside for a cigarette where I'm like, I can't take it anymore. There's this one girl that goes to the bar that I hang out at. And I guess she's got a crush on one of my friends. And he's just a friend. He's not anybody I'm interested in whatsoever. Because he's way younger than me. No, thank you. I believe he's one of my kids' ages, if I had to guess. And no. I'm not dating anybody that is the same age as my sons. So, she gets very jealous of me and him talking to each other. Because we have long history. So, we're always making jokes and stuff like that. And he's just a funny person. And yeah, she gets so jealous. It's funny. And he doesn't even like her. He calls him his stalker. Or he calls her his stalker. I want to say something, but not for the world. Oh, they're definitely older than 16. Add about 15 more years for one and 18 for the other. Horizontal. I have talked enough Pokemon in my lifetime. I am not going to be a perspective date. I am not talking Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Ball Z. No, thank you. I had to listen to my kids talk all about it when they were younger, and that's only because I love listening to them when they were excited about something. There's been some interesting things calling when it comes to that. I don't know if anybody remembers the movie Tango and Cash, but the one that always used to make me laugh was Bumping Uglies. That was always a funny one. It's about last night. Oh, ah! Almost choked on your drink. Please don't do that. I don't want any of my subscribers dying. But yes, I was a very young mom, so my kids are quite old. My older hates it, our age difference, because it's very close together. He's like, it's not fair, Mom. You've always looked the same as long as I could remember. And I'm like, think about that, baby boy. If I look this good at my age, think about how good you're going to look. You spit it back in your cup gracefully. Well, better than out your nose. Speak freely, Howard. Howard County's trying to be polite. I hate it. I can't lean on my left arm because of my road rash. And I can't lean on the right side because I'm trying to figure out where the screw is on this chair. Because it's very loose. I can feel a couple. Now here's something. Pre-warning, busy lady. I'm going to say something funny. All I can feel are nuts. I don't feel screws. You fear her and only her. Nunya is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I gave you a warning this time. I didn't say they were my nuts. I wear my balls on my chest. And they're definitely a lot bigger than most men's. It's an alias of yours? Chesticles, exactly. She's responsible for making me an activist. I sadly had to be kidnapped by cops for that to happen, so at least you have a nicer way that you got thrown into this. Nothing is really taboo here, busy lady. We say all kinds of weird shit. You found your people, busy lady. Yeah, when I mean kidnapped, I was literally kidnapped. Not the normal situation way. Rue is good. I really enjoy him. He looks like he would be a cool person to definitely hang out with in real life. I mean, Christ, he had to put up with White Girl Wasted Night during karaoke. Yeah, it was an interesting situation, busy lady. I was taken and brought to undisclosed locations and used as a bargaining chip. I don't. All of a sudden, she was just there and annoying, so. I did not see her brown hand. She sounded like a white girl, so I'd be terrified what if her hand was brown. Yeah, hazard of the trade of living in a corrupt town, so. Okay, I haven't gone back to see if it got made public last night. I know that when I went to go and get the picture of them, it wasn't. So that's why I used the end of the game where they were taking the team picture. That's what happens when you don't wash your hands after you wipe. Just saying. Because if you're a white chick and you got brown on your hand and you don't know how it got there, there's all kinds of questions I have. Yeah, again, she is the people I avoid at the bar. I see you saying hi to somebody that's socks, but I'm not seeing them. A lot of those girls were very wasted. I only knew some of the songs that they were singing. Like one of the songs they sang, I think it was my oldest 8th grade graduation song. The Open Up the Dirty Window. That was like a really popular song back then. Two comments. Oh, cum sock. See, I told you people that if I said pink taco 3 times that he would show up like Beetlejuice. I don't see pink. And I don't see cum sock. Which is even funnier. Can I change that? I see Tweaker Scooter Girl. Tweaker, I told you before, we have no meth to throw at you. You got to go back over by Big Boy. I see Cumsock was timed out by Tweaker Scooter Girl. I'm not seeing it. Fucking tweaker scooter girl. Hey, Batman broke her leg. And I was told by Keebler that you need to give me your grinder funds. Cumsock is legendary around here, busy lady. Tweaker Scooter Girl really didn't want Cumsock in here. Pink Taco isn't blocked. What did I say? Howard, he usually comes in bitching about two things. Being blocked, which he's not, and losing wrenches, which apparently everybody is having a problem with. Yeah, I'm not seeing the option. Usually when I'm in somebody else's live, I can tap the chat and three dots pop up and I can go to top and all. I'm not seeing that. Tweaker Scooter Girl, are you still smoking brown weed? You and Pink always getting Julio weed. Yeah, it's not showing up the same way it shows up on other people's chat, Howard County. I don't see... Oh. Ah! Okay, that took my chat away. Okay, I don't like that. Yeah, now I don't know where my chat went. So now I can't see shit. And I even put it back on top. Yeah, now my... See, Howard County, now I screwed up and I can't see anything. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't know what that is. What the hell? Okay, there it goes. I don't know what just happened there. Now I can see you, Howard County. Don't make me contact Nunya. Rent-A-Center. What the fuck? You can get your own shrooms. Yeah, I'm not messing with that anymore, Howard County. No, I backed out on accident and then I just hit live. Can you guys hear me? See, now you got Keebler involved. Rent-A-Center, what are you here to repossess? Exactly. When I start touching buttons, it never works out for me, Howard County. But we have been live for 2/2/22. It's kind of ironic. I'm wearing that shirt today. It's one of my favorite Tool shirts from San Antonio. That's what she said. You're touching the wrong buttons. Yeah, I see the gear. It's just when I started touching it, the chat just disappeared. I don't know what the hell's going on. James Swilly, stop hitting on the women. Yeah, I touched those buttons in private. What can I say? All I know is this cough needs to go away. That's why I had to go and get the stupid prednisone yesterday. That led to my downfall and my broken leg. If I would have just stayed my happy ass home, and my scooter would still be working. So now, what usually is only like maybe a 2 or 3 minute ride to go and get my smokes is going to turn into a 10-15 minute walk once I can. And I'm going to need cigarettes soon, so that's going to suck. It's only like a block down, but with as slow as I'm walking, it's not going to be pretty. I could technically go now if I wanted to, but walking that far on this is probably not a good idea, so I'm not trying to make it any worse than it already is. I might have to. Duper, I need smokes. Oh my God, it's horrible, Howard County. That's why I had to go and get the prednisone, because when I go to lay down at night, because of having the cold that I had last week, when I lay down, it's like everything kind of goes into my lungs and I'm just hacking away. I wish I could quit smoking, but one of my very few vices that I just can't let go. I've tried a couple of times and no. Smoker's cough is what it's called. I remember when I was younger in my pot smoking days where the more you cough, the more you get off, but not with cigarettes. No, I haven't tried stuff like that, and the only time I can ever really stop smoking is if I'm in a hospital setting and I can't smoke. Yeah, it really does. I've been smoking since a very young age. You want a bumper sticker that says it. I guess Renaissance rage quit because I wouldn't give them shrooms. Yeah, it's always been the hardest thing. My children's father thought he would be funny. And he's like, I quit and you're going to quit. And I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. You know how much of a bitch I'm going to turn into? And I was like, I've already warned you people. You're not going to like the person you see without me without nicotine. By the third day, he ran and bought me 2 cartons and said he would never try that again. I warned him. I told him. I wish I had the willpower he had. He just stopped smoking one day and just never picked it up. I've heard like hypnotizing works, but I've also heard that's a double-edged sword because I've known people who got hypnotized and then just started smoking. My girlfriend, who I was staying with, she ended up quitting while I was staying there. But like once in a while, if we were at a show or something like that, or she had a drink, she would want a cigarette. And then she would get on herself about she shouldn't have smoked because she feels bad the next day. Yeah, I wish I never picked it up, Kat. And I smoke menthol, so those aren't the best for you. Mama's ready to roll and say, fuck you. If you're not going to go get them, I'll go get them. That was the nice thing about living in the city is there was always a corner store. So, like right now, I mean, I'm saying a block and it's really not that far, but as injured as I am, if I was living in the city, I can close my eyes and think of a couple apartments that all I had to do was walk to the corner and there was a corner store that I could get smokes or a gas station. It's not that way where I'm living now. In fact, the gas station that I walk to, or that I have to walk to, there's nothing. The next stoplight is like a Dunkin' Donuts and a post office, and the next spot to get smokes is probably 2, 3 stoplights away at a 7-Eleven. Yeah, I'm probably going to sadly be one of those people too, Kat. It's not the only time I ever quit for a very long period is when I got pregnant. Because it wasn't my children's, and in fact, I didn't smoke around my children. I smoked outside. Because at that point, my ex wasn't smoking anymore and he didn't want to smell it. Ooh, that sucks, Howard County. Can you add off-wheel tires to it, or do you have to get a whole different setup? I'm sure maybe you could add some thicker tires, no? My sisters used to try and make me feel bad that our Pop died of cancer. But he didn't die of lung cancer. He died of pancreatic cancer. And that's what I would throw at them when they were like, what are you doing smoking? Grandpa died from that. Or Pop. And I'm like, yeah, he died from pancreatic cancer. So that has no bearing on your what you're saying to me right now. Oh, that kind of sucks. But you didn't know that she was going to have that problem where she would get stuck in the grass. You thought that with it being mobile that she'd be able to get around a little bit easier. I wish there was something that we could do for her where we could have like a benefit or something and raise the funds so she could get something like that. Because I'm sure, that I know what kind of a freedom the scooter gave me, and I don't have to be attached to that. So I could only imagine, you know, I like the freedom that my scooter was giving me. I was having way too much fun on that thing. Oh, I'm sure. See, this almost sounds like an Evanescence song. Who knows? Maybe they told the AI song to sound like Amy. But, if I didn't know any better, I'd be like, ooh, is this Evanescence? Yeah, it's hard when we lose our parents. It's never an easy thing. My girlfriend, who I was just staying with, we don't know how much longer her mom has. She has some heart issues going on, and she could stop this, but she's choosing not to. So all we can do is sit there and wait for that moment. And it really makes me hurt for my girlfriend because unfortunately her kids lost two grandpas in a close span of time. So neither of the kids know what grandpa is, but they know what grandma is. And the grandma that's really sick right now is the grandma who lives here, and they know her. So when she is no longer with us, I worry about how hurt my niece and nephew are going to be because they're not going to see grandma anymore. Right, Howard County? It totally almost sounds like Amy Lee. I don't know if they're putting the names of the songs, but on the bottom of the screen it says Shadows in Stereo. Sometimes I'm kind of jealous of my friends that still have their parents. I miss having a mom. I've mourned her longer than I had her in my life. And that kind of sucks. But sometimes I don't like also talking to my girlfriend. Some things that she tries to go and do for her mom, and her mom's kind of a pain in the neck about some things. I tend to forget that aspect of it. Because I just remember it's not that my mom was ever a difficult person. She was a very great lady. All my friends used to call her mom. She was a beautiful person. Um, but I wonder how she would have been like during COVID and stuff like that, where we had to be locked down, and her being like, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna run to the store." And it's like, "No, mom, you're gonna stay home, and if I have to, I'll go to the store." Yeah, I have the opposite. I was very close to my mom, and my dad not so much. But my dad made that choice well before I even made that choice. So I've kind of been on my own since 18 years old without the safety net of parent. But I think it made me the strong person that I am today. Like, I mean, who goes to work after they broke their leg and still goes to work? Most people would be like, no, I got to sit here and rest. And I know I have to, but I don't have a choice. Living on my own is hard enough. But living on my own and taking time off, I can't afford. Unfortunately, I'm not part of the one percenters trading stocks and doing insider trading and making a buttload of money. So a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. And I've been that way since a very young age because I had kids young. So on her list. Oh my gosh. My mother-in-law was a very close second mother to me, and I could hear her now. Mommy, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything? You better not go to the store. I don't want you getting sick, especially on account of me. I stayed with her son 3 years longer than I probably should have because I was terrified of losing her. Because she replaced what I didn't have in my life, and she was a great second. I got very lucky because I hear horror stories from some of my friends and how much they don't get along with their mother-in-laws or how they don't have relationships with hers. She was my best friend. Yeah, that was wild. People going crazy with toilet paper and buying out stuff. That was just crazy. I remember before we locked down, my friend came over and goes, okay, we're going to the store. You get what you need. Don't get in a fight. I thought, okay, we're going to be locked down for 2 weeks. Maybe this will be nice. And then it turned into a month. And then it turned into 2 months. And then it's like, okay, I got to go back to work. I can't do this. I mean, to some degree, it's nice to have some stuff delivered, like either through Amazon or shopping apps like DoorDash or Walmart delivery and what have you. But like some things, I have to try on, like clothes and shoes. Wow. Yeah, see stuff like that. I don't know, think my mom would be that extreme. Like, why didn't you get this? And not believing me. But it's stuff like that that I hear, and I tend to forget the flip side of the coin that, is sometimes as they get older, they get a little more difficult if they're not difficult from the get go. My mother in law, even though she was a great woman, health things would happen to her. And she would just throw some way out there shit at us, and we're like, you need to go to the hospital or you're going to the doctor. Oh, I don't need to do that. It was always a fight getting her to go to the doctor. Because she said, I don't want to go to the doctor and them tell me that something's wrong with me. And I get that. When you get older, you don't want to be told like you have a heart condition or something like that. Knock it off. No, eat your food. It is not cheese tax time. Go eat your food. No. No. Ma'am, we are not going to argue. Eat your food. Eat your food. She knows when I walk by the fridge that certain things are there and she thinks she's going to get something. And she is not. She's going to eat her food that her mom works hard to get for her. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. My best friend's going through some hard times with his in-laws. They're both going down at the same time, and dementia is setting in, and Alzheimer's, and my heart really hurts for his wife because his wife is very close to her parents, and I can't imagine losing them both around this. They're both on the decline at the same exact time. I wish I would have gotten that option, Kat. It was taken from me. My mom was killed when I was 18. So there was no dealing with an illness and going and helping her. And my mother-in-law there was, but not my mom. Takes a very, very tough person to go through that and take care of your parents when they decline. I don't think kids quite understand in the beginning that when we're born, depending on how your parents treat you, sometimes even if you treat them bad, they still end up, doing the right thing in some cases and helping you through your time. I hate to sound cruel, but my dad died alone as he should have. I don't know if he had family around him, but he made that choice in life. My mom did not deserve her untimely ending. And ironically, it wasn't from my dad. So, one less thing to hate him for. He didn't kill her. But like they say, you can't pick your family. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. But that was very nice of you that you said both of them, because you said that you weren't very close with your dad, so. One of the customers here, who I sometimes have a cigarette with, we've had some conversations, and she took care of her mom, and her mom wasn't the greatest to her. She was a lot closer with her dad, too. I think that's like one of the crueler diseases, dementia. I never want to forget my children. I never want to forget some of the memories I have in my head. With my mom, memories are all I have left. I couldn't imagine. I had a girlfriend whose mom was going through dementia during 2020 and had to make one of the hardest decisions ever of putting her mom in a home because it got too much for them to watch her. At this point, her kids were grown, her husband was there, and she was there, and they would have to take shifts and watching her because she would take off and then nobody knew where she was. Now, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Always remember that, Kat. Or in the words of my aunt, if she caught my cousin Christopher picking his nose, she used to sing this little gem. Everybody's doing it, doing it, doing it, picking their nose and chewing it, chewing it, chewing it. I don't even remember. I had to have been 5, 6 years old the first time I heard her sing that song. It was the funniest thing ever. Needless to say, my cousin Christopher would stop picking his nose because he's like, what just happened here? My nephew has been going through that phase, and when I was staying at the house, me and Dad would tell him if he ate his boogers, it would make him short, like his mom. Because Dad is like 6 foot something. He's a tall guy. He's like, you don't want to be short, do you? If you keep on eating your boogers, you're going to stay short. So, little white lies we tell our children to get them to stop doing gross things or things in general. And words to live by. It really is a horrible disease. A very unforgiving disease. Just like when people get tumors or have strokes, it changes who they are. Sometimes not for the better. Well, you guys, we have been live for almost 3 hours. My phone's about to die. So, everybody say your goodbyes. I am not going to be like Yeti where I turn around and you see a circle and you wonder what the hell happened to me. Yeah, I had a family member that totally changed who they were. It was wild. Very nice, caring person, and not so much after. But I'm probably going to end this. It's definitely almost midnight here. So I'm going to try and get some sort of sleep because I got to be to work in the morning. Yippee! Hopefully they don't try and overload me. I told them only give me like 4 rooms so I can see how I can do. So I'd like to think that if they gave me more and I can't get past certain rooms, that they'll be like, okay, we'll just hand them off. And I just got to work as much as I can, where I can. No problem, Kat. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed having you and Busy and Lynn? Leah? I remember the 2222. Well, thank you. I hope you had as much fun as I did having fun with you guys last night. So, we're going to end things here. We even had a pink taco sighting. Who knows if he's still lurking in the shadows. So, I shall talk to everybody later. Have a good night. Howard County, Spirit in the Sky, Kat. Thank you guys all for being here. I'll see you around. Catch you on the flip-flop.